Hello again, and we're back with another review or revision of the previous lesson we took the other day. I'm gonna try my best this time to make it quick because I felt that the first video that I sent was a bit long. So let's get started. Now we were the first two words or two phrases. كيف حالك and كيف حالك or كيف حالك. So كيف حالك is for male and كيف حالك is for a female. I made these letters bold in order to, like pay attention to the difference between the two. And the answer for how are you in Arabic comes in two ways. You either can say Tamaam, that means great, that means all good, or Elhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah has a more Islamic context in it. And here we are in the we were learning about the magic word. The magic word in English is please, or you often hear people say, "Excuse me, can you do one, two, three?" So, please or excuse me work with both genders, but in Arabic you have to make the distinction. And the word for please or excuse me is لو سمحت. لو سمحت. It has the AH sound, the ha sound. I know it's can be challenging to pronounce, but I feel that the more you practice, the more you will get the hang of it. Pretty sure. So, for a male is لو سمحت. For a female is لو سمحتي. لو سمحتي. So, to combine the two together, I can say, hey, لو سمحت. For a man, كيف حالك? Excuse me, how are you? You know. And for a female, لو سمحتي كيف حالك? لو سمحتي كيف حالك? And I told you about the standard response, either Tamaam or Elhamdulillah. Now, the following phrases are all about the verb Bde or I want. So, Bde, here and here, express desires, but in English, I would say, yeah, you don't change the sound or you don't add anything to express gender. Maybe this is a rule in English, but here in Arabic you have to show it. So when I say to a man, I want to see you, to a man, I say Bde Ashofak. Bde Ashofak. For a lady is Bde Ashofek. Bde Ashofek. Bde Ashofak. Bde Ashofek. Male or female. This is means I want to see you. By the way, I added the literal Arabic wording of these words not because I want you to read them, obviously because you don't know the letters and you're not really. That's not going to help you if you understand how these letters sound or written. But in order to have some familiarity, if you know what I mean, about how Arabic looks like how written Arabic looks like in the paper. So don't mind those. If you don't want to read them, if you're not interested in them, just ignore them. But I just I wanted to add them just to sort of, you know, be in the mood of learning Arabic. Now here, بدي أحكي معك. Now the apostrophe above the A expresses this new sound, which is ah. So again, بدي أحكي معك. معك. It sounds like a goat. You know when a goat makes the sound like meh. So when I say بدي أحكي معك, think of a goat. And the ha sound, think of a popcorn. So بدي أحكي معك for a male or a man. بدي أحكي معك for a female or a woman or a girl. Female. Now here, I'm adding the magic word لو سمحت. The ha, the popcorn. بدي أحكي معك. The goat sound. يا زلمة. Okay, here's something new, which is ya. Ya here is a signifier or indicator for the subject you. I want to point out that this desire, I want, or biddi, it's specified to a certain someone. When I say ya zalame, I'm specifying that means you. And it's the same thing here. لو سمحتي ها بدي أحكي معك. يا مرة. This is a signifier as well, indicates you. Now here, مرحبا بدي أشوفك يا ولد. The ya again here, and كيفك بدي أشوفك يا بنت. Now, this is the last thing that I want to talk about, and I felt that during class we didn't really have time to discuss it, in detail. The switching between the subject I and the subject you. So when I say بدي أشوفك, it means I want to see you. I, the pronoun I. But if I want to flip the phrase, I want to change the phrase into you want to see me, I do these little changes. So بدي becomes بدك. بدك. So بدي means I want, and بدك means you want. بدي أشوفك, it means I want to see you. The ka indicates the you, if you happen to notice. And we have a slightly new word here. أشوفك to tshofni. أشوفك to tshofni. So ash, the T becomes here instead of the A, and the AK is replaced by NI. NI. And we can see the same thing happening here. Bde Ashofak, that's for a female. It changes into the ye sound, it changes into K sound, Biddik. And ash, it changes to TSH. And here it changes to INI. Okay, there's no general rule for this. But how can you figure out, the change? How can you tell the change? First of all, you need to master the I want and you want. If you can master this transition, that means you're on the right track. Because this verb sort of follows the transition. If you get the transition right, that means there's something. It don't matter if you say this verb right and you don't have this correctly, then your sentence, your whole phrase is wrong. So first of all, just focus on the changes in here and here, here and here. And then through practice, which will happen in the next class, where I will write more phrases on more verbs, and turn them into the you form. So بدي أشوفك, the you form of it is بدك تشوفني. بدي أشوفك, the you form is بدك تشوفيني. Just pay attention to the k sound at the end. And later on through like several verbs, maybe you will get the full picture.